All right. Welcome, everyone, to the Dirty Parlay. This is episode 32, and this is a special one. This is our mock drafts for the first round of the 2022 NFL Draft. But with me, as always, we're going to start off with Nate. Nate, how are we feeling tonight?
Oh, lovely. I can't wait for this. I look forward to this day for the whole year. I've got my fucking draft board going. Fucking eat your heart out, baby. I've got all the right picks.
I love to hear that, even though this is going to be a fun one from all of us. That sounds Nathan, I love the enthusiasm. D, how we
Yeah.
doing?
Excellent, bro. Excellent. I'm so excited for the Packers to waste these two first-round picks.
It's okay, bro. If anything, you'll get Sam Howell and Kenny Pickett. Don't sweat it. It's okay.
Oh, you really know how to fucking get me going.
Well, there's a lot we can get to. We get right to the NFL draft, but we're gonna keep that. There's other things happening. We have picks going on tonight. So let's go ahead and get into our picks. Let me just transfer this over here because gotta do everything at the same time. Okay, tonight's picks. We have picks going on right now. I believe some of our picks actually started before the podcast, and they're carrying into tonight. But it's gonna go on our records, of course. That's the way we roll. D, all right. We start with you for the picks, my man.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, what do you got?
All right, I got the. Did you do a money line or part or
I did exactly
individual?
how you. I know exactly how you sent it to me.
Okay, so got Dallas over 208.5. I feel like Dallas is going to be putting up a fight, trying to get Luka back. Is he playing tonight?
He was
I haven't
questionable
seen it yet.
before they tipped off. I don't know what it is yet.
So
I'll look it up while you're
even
talking.
if he played or if he didn't play, I feel like Dallas is going to put up a fight, trying to keep the series close so Luka can come back.
He's out.
Warriors
He's
over
out.
well, they'll still put up a fight. Keep it close. Warriors over 225 or 222.5. Steph's almost close to starting. Not worried about the Warriors one bit. Feel like that'll be easily, even if the other team doesn't keep it close, I feel like the Warriors will just easily keep that
Sure.
as an over. Then I got Minnesota under 237.5, all parlayed together, 596 or plus 596. Then I got a little hockey, stayed away from the diamond today. Got Bruins money line, Leafs money line against Lightning. I think that just kicked or just dropped. And Calgary, if they win, they clinch playoff. Money line, all parlay to plus 511. So
We've got some plus
hopefully
fives.
some little three-teamers. Hopefully we can make some money going into the weekend.
All right, so 3 straight weeks in April. D's got 2 parlays on the pod. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. Love to see it though. Love putting a name on the stake there. All right, so I got next. My picks, and I didn't change the date on top, so go fucking figure. But my picks for today, the 21st, is I got an NBA pick. I actually picked Timberwolves money line today, and right now they're beating them by 20. They're beating Memphis by 20. I was gonna hammer it, but I just sprinkled it enough to where it's worth it. But yeah, I have Timberwolves money line, so I got that at plus 112. I also have the Warriors. Now this one I actually hammered. I for real hammered this one. Warriors minus 2.5. I feel really good about it. I feel really good about that one. So hammered that one. And then NHL, I got Rangers minus 1.5. Nate, I have to ask you right off the bat, what do you think about that facing the Islanders?
They're up 3.
Rangers are?
Yeah.
That feels even better. I hammered
pick.
that one too. Thank you. Okay.
The Islanders suck and the Rangers are on a
Heater. Exactly. That's why I saw the minus 1.5 at plus 195. Yeah, and they're still technically in New York. Fucking give me that. And then I got MLB picks. So I have to admit something here. Nate sent me his pick, and I liked it so much, but I didn't steal it. I twisted it. Okay.
yeah.
So I have Suzuki going over 1 hit, and the Cubs to win at minus 105.
Okay.
So that's my pick. I have Suzuki go over 1 hit, just 1 hit or more, and Cubs to win. I got that at minus 105. So those are my picks. It's technically 4 for me in the docket today, so we'll see how that plays out. So Nate, let us know what you got, man.
Yeah, I sucked last week again, so that was good. Dallas plus 180. Dallas has got to win. They've got to win out to get into the playoffs. So I sort of like them towards the end of the year here. Bruins money line. They're losing 2-0, so that's great. Suzuki over a 1/2 of an RBI plus 100. Cubs are up 2-0. Nobody out. First and third on the bottom of the second. Top of the order coming up. So Say is going to have a chance to break that here.
Nice.
And then for the big boxing match on Saturday, I got Tyson Fury to win in round 8 plus 1,000.
Now
Picking
that's
my spot.
interesting. So I have two questions for you. I'm gonna start with Tyson Fury since you just said it. What makes you like why round 8? Like I get Tyson Fury, I absolutely see that happening, but why round 8?
Yeah, he's gonna put on a bit of a show early, and then I think he just smokes him towards the end. Just a feeling on this one. He said he's gonna retire after the fight. I sort of like him to
Yeah.
fuck around for a little bit. They're gonna be at Wembley in front of 94,000 people. So at home, they're both British guys. Yeah, I just like him to fuck around a little bit. He's got to get going too. Tyson's always sort of needs to sort of get into a fight. So we'll see. I just don't think I'm forgetting the guy's fucking name. Dillian White. I don't think he can withstand the beating for that long. I think round 8 is where it stops.
Okay.
But obviously, I mean, you got 12 rounds, so
So
just trying to pick my shot.
So then my next question I have for you is, and I mean this out like I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but last night the Dirty Parlay posted a tweet that said they picked the Stars, and obviously the Stars did not do well yesterday. And I see you picking the Stars again today. Why the Stars? I'm just curious. Anything in particular?
They have to win out to get into the playoffs. They're in like the last little race for the playoffs. Them and the Golden Knights. So like,
Okay.
if they don't win out, they don't make the playoffs. So I like him in a bounce back game. I should have gone with my gut. Like the Oilers are on a bit of a tear too.
Mhm.
I probably shouldn't have picked them last night, but just gonna. I like my odds for the last little run here for Dallas. They have to win. So.
Okay. Yeah, I was just that's why. Like I seen you pick them last night. I saw them lose, and I see you pick them today, and I was like, he's got to have a reason. So that makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Vegas and Dallas would be good picks down the stretch here. So.
all right. Okay. So Vegas and Dallas, you see it, and then I like you nailed it on the head when I made the pick. It's the Rangers are on a heater, and that's why I like that one a lot. So hopefully that continues. So
Got our boy Saya up here. Oh. Out. Never mind. I thought he would get an infield hit. He got an RBI though.
Okay, Taker wins. He
Yeah.
got an RBI. That's yours, right? You're good.
Fielder's choice. I think he for sure gets an RBI. He definitely gets an RBI there. Okay. Nice.
So
I'll take it.
So let's get into our records here. So
Let's not.
we officially have 2 weeks recorded of bets because the first week didn't count. So here's where we stand. Here's last week. Last week I came in as a winner. I'm not proud of it, but I went 2-5. So that's our winner of the week last week, boys. It's not really a winner because I tied with Darren. I think Darren had 1-1. Never mind. I'm sorry. So I was 2-5. D had again another week with 2 parlays. He split the difference again. So I mean, technically he's breaking out at 500. So nice job there, D. And then Nate, you followed up the rear here. You already know it. You went 1-3. So tough. We both had 3 losses to make up for our wins. So I get that. So as of right now, for the pod of April, I'm the winner at 4-7. As of right now, tough. Next week will be the last week of April for the pod, so we'll see how that turns out. It's we have our records on the lines here, boys. I'd say back-to-back months our records look kind of shit. Even like the winning record last month wasn't like a winning record, right? Like we said, a lot of losses. Yeah. So we need to get it.
You know what's crazy? I'm like even money for the month. I haven't like lost anything.
So for the month I'm technically down. Like actual unit wise, I'm down.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I'm even right now.
March was my month. I did great in March. April, not so much. So again, I have the belt right now. As you can't see because I gotta fucking get that shit right. There we go. And then we also have at second place for the month, D, splitting the difference years, 2-2. Yet again, D, what's up, man? How you feel about this 500 record you're putting up right now? You think you can squeeze in the playoffs?
Listen, man. I'm just you're not first, you're last. So I don't give a fuck what I'm doing if I'm losing. So I need to tighten up. I need to have a talk with LeVar Ball, get my pep talk, and hopefully jump back in this shit next month and take the lead.
Big Waller brand. I get that. Okay. Hey, hopefully Lonzo will come out too after that talk. So Nate, for the month, puts you at 1-5, my guy.
I said, I'm even money. It's just, it's sick. It's a sick joke.
It's mean. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a mean one. So that's where we land on that. Okay. That's our records. It's ugly. No one wants to see it. It's terrible. So shall we, if you boys are into it, shall we get into our new segment we installed last week? You guys, how do you feel about it? You still want to keep doing this?
I like this and lets me vent.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I figured it's good for everyone. The only thing I struggle with is that this week I didn't have much. So I was struggling to think of it throughout the day. But this segment again, it's called Shut the Fuck Up. So everybody's got to shut the fuck up. We pick who that person or who we want to, tell shut the fuck up, and we get on our stoop, we lit it out, and then we comment at the end of it. So I'm first for shut the fuck up for me. I got to be honest with you guys. It felt like a good week, so I pretty much reached into the bottom of the barrel. But I have a meaning behind this one, so hear me out, okay? I want this type of people to shut the fuck up. Now, that sounds sketchy off the rip, but here we go. I want gluers to shut the fuck up. Glue people. Glue ladies. Glue men. Glue people. I don't care. People who keep gluing themselves to shit. I get it's for a cause, but here's the problem I have with the gluing. It's not going anywhere. Like, this person that you see on the screen here that was at the Timberwolves game, her hand came right up on this. She had to leave. Like, I understand you're doing it for a purpose. Is it today or yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Another person, she glued her hand to a Starbucks counter to protest vegan milk because it was more expensive than regular milk. It's a slippery slope we're getting on right now. And it's about to be a TikTok craze here in a minute. I know it's about to happen, but the lady that chained herself to the hoop, that's dedication. I'll give you credit for it. Like, that's one thing. But the people that keep gluing themselves to shit, you're gonna see a lot more of it. It's basically the modern day Tebow, and it pisses me off because it's pointless. If you want to protest, and if you want to be known, you want to be seen for doing something, make it count. But putting Elmer's glue on your hand and putting it on a fucking counter or a floor, that's not going to go far. And it's going to ruin whatever you're putting your hand on. So there's that. That's, again, reach to the bottom of the barrel for me this week. I didn't see much to piss me off. I was really this close to saying Stephen A. Smith, but he said something the other day and I was like, that's not so bad. So that's me. Boys, what do you think? Gluing people pissing you off or no? It's just fucking they're there.
Fucking what heroes, honestly. Purple hearts all around.
Yeah. Again, the chain lady, good for her. She went through some dedication to get that done. They had to bring out fucking they tried to get a deadbolt. They couldn't find one or bolt cutters to fucking get her off of there. Like, that's one thing. Good for you. You did it right if you're trying to protest. But this lady coming out here just gluing her hand to the court. Like, come on. What are you doing? Like, you ain't fooling no one. I'm sorry. It's just that's just ridiculous to me. The Starbucks lady, though, when I read that article, I'm like, this is my person. Yep, this is who I'm telling to shut the fuck up this week. I'm not telling you to shut the fuck up for your protest. I'm telling you shut the fuck up with the gluing your hand. That's so annoying. That's so stupid. D, have you seen any of this yet over by your neck of the woods? You see anyone gluing their hand to shit?
I mean, I've seen these stories, and I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
The chain lady, too. Don't fucking interrupt my fucking sports is your fucking cause, okay? Save that shit for fucking PETA or some PTA meeting. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear about it when I'm got money on the line, okay?
Yeah. Hey, this glue lady right here, D, this one right here at the Timberwolves game, when she put her hand on there, not the chain lady, but this lady, right after that happened, this is the play-in game, the Wolves went on a run because they were down bad. Right after that, it was second quarter.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the over's going to hit. Let me slow shit down. Or, my team's losing. Let me they're not going to cover the spread. Let me give them a break. Like,
You think she's
Like
in on
fucking
it?
Beyonce at the Super Bowl. Like, get the
Oh
fuck out of
yeah,
here.
good call. Damn, throwback right there.
Dude, if I had money on that shit, I'd be like, bro, like I want a refund right now.
Yeah, thank
Like,
God that shit wasn't legalized yet for us, you know?
yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, shut the fuck up, Gluers. I'm tired of it. Now, I'm excited for you guys because you guys got way better ones than me. So the next one I got here is, well, D-Boy. D, who's your shut the fuck up of the week?
It's not hard. I love to bring him up. Everyone likes to say I'm a fan of his. But it's Baker Mayfield, bro. I'm tired of it. Shut the fuck up. You got blessed somehow to be the number one overall pick. Like the number one. Like, there's been some busts there, but I think he's the most overhyped fucking number one pick in recent years because
Ooh.
bitch had more commercials than wins. He had Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry, couldn't do shit. Nick Chubb in the backfield, Kareem Hunt, and just wham. Always bitching, always crying. Oh, this wasn't right for me. This wasn't right. I felt disrespected. Guess what, bro? You like to carry this chip on your shoulder and act like you're so fucking tough. What's it matter if someone disrespected you? Fucking use it as motivation. Shut the fuck up and get to work. Okay? The guy who they signed over you probably ain't going to be able to play. So go out there and make a fucking highlight film for yourself so you can fucking get a new team next year. Like stop trying to. Oh, I don't want to help the Browns anymore. Oh, I felt. No, dude, shut the fuck up. You're helping yourself, okay? Because if you don't do anything good, you're not gonna get another team to give you a chance after this. So I'd shut up, go play some fucking ball, make a highlight film, and maybe you can get the Mitch Trubisky treatment and fucking
Ooh.
go back up somewhere and then get a starting job a year later.
Work for him.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Bitch, shut the fuck up. He sat behind a starter and, like, boom. Now he's got a starting opportunity in Pittsburgh. Like, literally, Rodgers goes on a podcast every week, but he ain't out there acting like Baker. Like,
Well,
hey. So,
all right, D. Nate, is it Darren letting out his frustration because, like, you know, it's a hate-love thing he's got with Baker, or what do you think?
It's sad to see, as a closeted Browns fan that Darren is, it's sad to see him turn on his guy, man. It breaks my heart. It really
wait till I
does.
get this Watson jersey next
Oh
year, boy.
my God! 1/3 of this podcast does not condone that.
That'd be so funny, dude. I should like the Browns just to piss off E.
That would
He'd be like, what the fuck, D?
You're about to hear these two team treatments fucking come right back to you like a boomerang, bro. Get ready. That would be awesome. No, I respect it. I get it. I completely understand what Baker Mayfield would be a shut the fuck up for you. I mean, you nailed it on the head with the fucking be the Mitch Trubisky, and it's crazy saying that when Mitch hasn't, like, you know, it's not like you're telling someone to beat Josh Allen. You're telling them to beat Mitch Trubisky. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you can play ball, you'll get a job. Like, just because you won't be a starter this year, or just because you, like, they signed someone else while you're still on the team, doesn't mean your NFL career is over. So just shut up and just go play, man. Like Fitzy gets chance after chance. Fucking Blake Bortles still gets signed to teams. Like, there's people out there who suck. Like Cam Newton last year, bro, still got a job. Like, so Baker, if you just shut up and go play ball, you'll get another job. They'll forget about last year's film, and you'll get a chance. But
hey, Adam's in the chat. Adam said, Darren, you better be wearing a Watson jersey, and only a Watson jersey when I come down to Florida.
listen, bro, I'll get a fucking who is it? I'll get a Nick Chubb jersey because that's my running back in fantasy.
You hear that, Adam? It's just gonna say Chubb on his back. Good to go.
Fucking Ethan's gonna be in his Tom Brady Miami Dolphins jersey. D's gonna be his Watson jersey. Fuck me.
I should get a Kareem Hunt jersey.
Adam just says that works. Oh my God. All right. So speaking of everybody owning jerseys, let's go to the guy that owns a Ray Rice jersey. Nate, what's your shut the fuck up of the week?
I handle all my business in fucking elevators.
Oh my God.
My boy Henry Cejudo. Now, some of you might not know who King Henry is here. This little rat fuck. He's a champ at 35 and 25, and he calls himself the king of cringe. And I'm just ready for him to shut the fuck up. Calling out Connor all week. I got to hear about this guy wanting to fight Connor, wanting to fight Connor. Now he wants to fight Sterling, and then he wants to fight TJ. And then this guy isn't even in the USADA testing pool. It's so fucking safe for these little rat fighters that no one cares about. Call out all these guys that are in the testing pool. Bro, all you got to do is get in the testing pool. Take a fight. Get back in it. But other than that, shut the fuck up about it. I don't want to hear you on Twitter fucking talking about how you'd smoke Connor, this and that. You're 135 pounds. You weigh as much as my leg. You're like 5'2". Your fucking wife, your model wife that you paid for from fucking Mexico, where the fuck she's from, is taller than you. Fuck off. You stand on boxes at fucking UFC commentary desk because you're so fucking small. Just shut the fuck up. You and your gold medal. And fucking but
keep letting it rip.
Jorge Masvidal, special edition to my shut the fuck up. Today he fucking says that Kamaru Usman is not a special striker. My guy, I watched you get fucking sent to the shadow realm. Fucking folded like a cheap lawn chair. My guy, what are you talking about? He's not special. You got smoked. Watch your head
bounce. Did you hear
bounce.
what he said about Kamzat?
Yeah, he doesn't want any of him either. I watched your head.
He ain't done shit yet, and it's like, bro, are you kidding me? He's done more in the last fucking year than you've done your whole career, bro. Like,
I watched Kamaru Usman bounce your head off the canvas like a basketball. And you're talking about this guy's not a special striker. I get it. He's not really a striker. He's a wrestler. But shut the fuck up, Jorge Masvidal. What have you done lately for me? Your hype is so high. We just want you to fucking win. Go learn how to wrestle. Fucking shut the fuck up about it. And maybe come back and be competitive in the division. But other than that, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear how everybody who beats you sucks. I don't.
You should have told me. I would have added it in there, my guy.
No, it was just a special edition.
Oh, I had to do it. Just
shut the fuck up.
The blood was boiling before you hopped in it.
Unbelievable, this
Adam,
fucking guy.
When you said he doesn't weigh more than my leg, talking about Henry, Adam goes, my other leg. And Adam says, I missed this. Nate is awesome. Yes, this is why we do it. Shut the fuck up. These guys are full of hate. We're ready to let it out.
That's all I do. That's all I do is hate.
So every week, Adam, we're gonna have this segment, the shut the fuck up segment, and this is just unfortunately I underdelivered. Last week I had LeBron, but that was too easy. That one's been cocked and loaded for about 12 years. So
you should have had a special edition. The guy who's fucking talking shit to Mike Tyson.
Now that is a great call, but the only thing I can really say is he fucking called everyone peasants. So, D, did you see that video?
Then they got the side of his head dented.
Darren, did you see that video of the guy Mike Tyson beat the fuck out of on the plane? Oh, he might be muted.
I didn't watch the video. I seen like clips of it, but I didn't like intensely watch it because I was driving. But basically, I seen like Tyson get up and like fucking just start wailing on him.
He was so like right off the rip, the kids. I don't know what the guy say. He said something, and then he looks over at the people in the side aisle next to him.
Wasn't he on shrooms?
Yeah, I think he was on shrooms. He's looking at the people in the side aisle. He goes, "You're all peasants." And then it just cuts back to Tyson just fucking wailing on him because he kept asking for autographs and shit. Oh man, God bless Tyson. He fucking. I'm guessing he did the right thing. Let's see here. What else? Deebo news, boys. Deebo news. Obviously, it's been out for a day or two, but it's still worth talking about. So let's go ahead and get to the point here. So he announces he would like to be traded from the 49ers. Now, there's a few more things about this. Not much, but his brother commented on an Instagram post, and this was right when the news broke. He said, "Don't worry, we asking for a trade." That's quote for quote what his brother said. And that just rubbed me the wrong way, but we'll get back to it. Now, last thing I got I was gonna say Tebow because I said it earlier. Or second to last thing I have on Debo is allegedly wants to be primarily a wide receiver instead of his combo wide receiver running back role. He also went on to say that, or it's alleged that if he plays the combo role, he wants to be compensated for playing at running back too. So basically, he wants to be one of the highest paid receivers allegedly. And on that, if he plays wide receiver or if he plays running back in that offense, he wants to also get running back money on top of his wide receiver money. And then lastly, what I have for this is Deebo Samuel, Terry McLaurin, and A.J. Brown are the top 3 remaining receivers currently negotiating contract extensions that are possibly on the move. DK Metcalf is mentioned, but not as serious as these 3. So first and foremost, out of all of these, the first thing I'm going to ask is Nate, does it rub you the same way it rubs me when you hear his brother saying, "Don't worry, we asking for a trade"? Like,
It's the classic athlete family
yeah.
that you just want to be like, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, just it's like Derrick Rose with his uncle when he was in Chicago.
And
it's
his
like,
brother.
just stop. Just let the guy like figure it out. Like, who are you even? Who are you? Just stay out of it. I mean, I think he's got a good point. He's getting his head smashed in as a running back. I'd probably want to get paid for that too.
D, what do you think?
I think I don't really give a fuck that his brother says anything because it's just. I mean, if they're asking for a trade, they're asking for a trade. It's not like if his brother came out and said like, "Y'all need to trade my brother," but if like he's just reiterating what like Debo's doing already, then I don't have a problem with it. But if like how Odell Sr. came out and said like, "Look at this guy's not getting the ball, my son," blah blah, I don't like that shit. But if it's something that's, hey, like I'm actively asking for a trade, and supposedly he asked for it a week ago. So, but if he's like actively asking for it or about to ask for a trade, I have no problem with the family saying it.
Sure.
But if they're saying like, y'all need to trade my brother and like trying to like speak for him, would be different. But like he's saying what Tebow wants or what Tebow planned on doing. So yeah, it is shut the fuck up. Like just let the reporters do the reporting. Don't report for them.
Like
but
Shefty?
Yeah, I mean, fuck Shefty. But this one didn't bother me as much as like Odell Sr. Like, oh, this guy doesn't want to get the ball to my son. Wow, wow, wow.
Sure.
But,
well, I guess D. So then let me ask you, since I mean you're, I'm gonna ask you since you were just talking about it, with Deebo, Terry, and AJ, right? Do you see any of these guys actually leaving their team? Because, you know, it could be just tactics where they take that shit off of their Instagrams and shit. We've seen that before. So, do you think you think they're all staying?
I think they're all leaving.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Only person that would stay is Scary Terry, but it's like, why would I want to sign a contract with a shit franchise with a fucking shit quarterback? And just no. There's too many shitty things about Washington. My bad. Sorry. I just think DK is gone for sure. He's not going to go through a rebuild. Deebo's gone for sure. Terry's gone. And who else did you say?
AJ Brown.
AJ's staying.
That's what I was going to say the same shit. I think AJ's the one that's staying. I really do think he's staying. That's my belief. I mean, it's just they picked you over Corey Davis because they had a choice between the two, and Corey left. I mean, like at the time, AJ just came off a great year, sure. But I mean, you could argue that they're pretty close as far as like rating wise. If you at that time Corey Davis left, now obviously last year Corey Davis with the Jets, so any year with the Jets just different. But you know, if I think AJ is gonna stay, I think that's all tactics. What he's doing right now, he's gonna stay because I think you'd hear a lot more shit about AJ Brown and other teams right now, other than the fact that he's just leaving. But with Deebo, you're leaving one of the best offensive-minded coaches in the league, and that's been a point brought up in the media and shit from like other news outlets. But the thing is with that too, in the year of 2022, the way the NFL is right now, there's tons of coaches that are like offensively minded that are pretty fucking smart. Shanahan's one of the best, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you can pick a handful of teams that have another good offensive-minded coach that wants to win, and so they'll trade for Deebo. But teams like And I'm just going to say it because, I mean, I am a Bears fan. The Bears don't have capital to trade for AJ. It's just the way it is. We'll trade more future picks away because we've been doing it for the last 10 years. Why the fuck not? But we just don't have that capital, at least what they're looking for. Unless we get another steal like fucking other teams where they just trade away a 5th-round draft pick and they get like a superstar. Like that could happen, but I don't see it happening. So the Deebo news is obviously huge. I'd say it came a little out of left field. Nate, did you hear anything about this shit happening? Like, did you think that this was gonna happen? Like coming into the offseason, Deebo wants to be traded.
Deebo, no, I thought he sort of just re-solidified his number 1 spot there with Ayuk. I mean, the whole talk last year was Ayuk was going to overtake him. We'd see less of Deebo and maybe like in a more, I guess, reserved role.
Sure.
So surprising. I mean, surprising he had that good of a year. I think like I said, I think he's totally in the right if he wants to get paid more.
Yeah.
If you do two jobs, I mean,
and do it well.
Why do 2? Right. I mean, he had a productive year for them last year. So seems weird to me that they take a stand on it. Obviously, money. It's all about money, but it's just weird. I don't know how much San Francisco like gives up too if he walks. I mean, you're hoping Ayuk takes the next step and becomes what you thought he was last year anyway. So to me, it just seems like a I don't know what to call it. Maybe a mutual parting of ways. Like, all right, fair enough. Like, time's done. But yeah.
This is for both of you guys. When you have weapons like Ayuk, Deebo, Kittle, who's the running back they have? Mostert? They still got him? I don't know. Like
yeah, but he's always hurt.
Right, but I'm saying like think of that offense and then like a revolving door around running back with a running essential coach. Does it matter if you have Jimmy G or Trey, or is Trey dog shit and we just don't know that yet?
He thinks he's dog shit, I think he's taken that stand. Trey
Who's
is
dog shit?
You don't like Trey Lance, right?
Fuck no, I don't like Trey Lance, bro. You don't like North Dakota State. Like, first of all, fuck off. You're not like coming from a small school like that.
R.I.P.
Like
Carson Wentz.
Jumping into the NFL, bro. Like, I'm sorry. If you had NFL skills, you'd be at a fucking big school. Like, that's just simple as that. Tom Brady was a diamond in the rough, but at least he played at fucking Michigan, bro. Aaron Rodgers had to go to JUCO. Where did he play? Cal. Like, you're gonna play at some sense of a fucking big school, not a fucking what is that? Mac or fucking I don't even know.
Is it whack? I think it's that might be part of the whack.
I think it's whack.
Yeah,
I do.
It is whack
as
fuck
school.
That a quarterback from
damn
that college shit goes to be the number 2 or number 3 overall draft pick. Like, that's fucking stupid to me, bro. And I think the 49ers, they pulled a fucking Green Bay right after they saw Green Bay do it. Like, oh, we're going to draft this quarterback even though we have a quarterback. Like, what? Like, just think about it. Like, who they could have drafted. Like even if they didn't even if they continued to trade up to that number 3 or number 2 pick, and they drafted anyone else, they'd be in a better spot. And it's just like, if you have more than one quarterback, you have no quarterback. So if they fucked around.
If they take Justin there, I mean, Justin with Shanahan, that offense.
Justin could have started fucking week 1. You could have told Jimmy G to go suck a dick and go sit the bench, bro. Like, you can't do that with Trey Lance.
But do you remember?
And that tells me everything.
Do you remember this time last year, though? The one guy you heard related to the 49ers last year was Mac Jones. Like, Mac Jones was a projected 49er last year. And then he just kept falling. And then, like, the 2 days before the draft, that's when they're like, oh, actually, Shanahan's looking at Trey Lance. Like, they were talking about Mac Jones going to the 49ers, like, for weeks. But that's the funny part about the draft, man. Like, fucking stock rises and falls all in a matter of hours before the draft. Like, there's a player right now that a lot of us are going to say on our draft boards here that is currently one of those guys right now. So we'll get to that part when we get there.
Belichick probably did some black magic.
I mean, it's Belichick, so it's not breaking the rules if it's not a rule yet. So it's just the way it rolls. All right. What do you boys say? Shall we do it? Shall we have our
Can
NFL?
I tell you something funny?
Let's go.
So the same guy that represents DK Also represents Scary Terry,
Yes.
AJ Brown.
Yes.
So
No shit.
Yes. I just found that out yesterday. No bullshit.
and I think and he represents Denzel Ward, who just got the highest paid corner contract ever. So
He must think his shit's gold right now.
no, he's about to he said I'm about to have a fucking lucrative ass year. Like all my clients are due up right now, or not all my clients. Like I have a group of young clients that are fucking superstars, all looking to be paid. I don't know, dude.
Who is it? Cliff Paul?
Tory Dansby,
Oh, I heard.
Dandy. I don't remember,
I heard Pat Mack try to
but
say his name today like 5 times.
I think it's fuck him because he just made it that much harder for us to keep Jair because Denzel Ward is not Jair Alexander and he just got paid like he was. So
Yeah, Jair gonna be walking to the team drastically overpaying for him and not being able to pay for other players, just like how Rodgers is doing to the Packers next year or 2 years ago.
yeah, sure.
All
We'll
right,
see.
so we did our mock first rounds of this NFL draft, and at a he volunteered. It's Nathan. Nathan's gonna be going first. Nathan, why would you want to volunteer to go first for us?
Because I am the premier draft specialist on this podcast.
There we go. Love it.
And I don't want mine to be tainted by your bullshit.
Listen, I trust him because he knew how to scout the wide receivers last year.
Mm-hmm.
After all the
Damn
reports
right.
of drop balls and this and that, it's just I think the Bengals have the best receiving group in the NFL.
Nathan's
then
that
boom,
fucking
Super Bowl.
He's that scout that's burning heaters
You're
3
Mel
rows
Kiper.
up. yo, hey, next year you gotta do your hair like it, Nate. Fucking get ready.
I don't have hair, so that's
the,
tough.
Have the beak ready, just pointing and going. Oh, Adam put in the chat, Nathan Kuiper. Nathan's that scout at the high school games, burning heaters 3 rows up, just bitching and fucking scratching out names as he's watching every play. Like that's that scout right there. So Nathan, you're first, man. Let's break this ice. Let's get it going, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna rip through these for the chat because
All right, you're gonna go a little quicker.
I'm a nice guy. Yeah. You ready?
Yeah, let's go ahead, Nate. Let it rip.
Try and keep up, bitch. Aiden Hutchinson, first overall, Michigan man. Enough said. Got Kyle Hamilton to the Lions. Trayvon Walker next. I don't know how to pronounce this name, but Ikem Ekwonu.
Yeah,
Is that pretty good?
Yeah, you almost for real.
That's
that's
pretty
it.
fucking good. Evan Neal next. My boy Charles Cross. Shout out Jesus. Ahmad Gardner next. Fucking Sauce. Yeah?
Yeah, got
Isn't
you.
that his nickname?
I'm on Gardner.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson. This is the guy I think you're talking about who's dropping. And I have him dropping all the way down. So Kayvon Thibodeau is the last name, isn't it?
Yep, Thibodeau.
All right, perfect. Jermaine Johnson next. Drake London. Derek Stingley.
All right. We're getting there. You're speeding. We're catching up.
Yeah, I know. You let me know when you're ready.
We got it.
All right. Trent McDuffie, one of my favorite names of this draft. Jordan Davis is next. Devonta Wyatt. This is where I just don't know who's even picking. I think he's going to the Eagles. Treylon Burks. I think that's how you pronounce
Burks.
Arkansas? Treylon. Yep. Trevor Penning next.
The Chargers.
Jameson Williams.
I got you taking Lloyd to the Eagles because of that. You still had your same picks but switched. So you have Devin Lloyd to the Eagles and Jameson Williams to the Alabama.
Yeah. And then first quarterback of the draft, Malik Willis to the Steelers.
Okay. All right.
Fucking Steelers taking the first quarterback. Never would have saw that coming. Kair Elam. That guy's name, I have no fucking clue. But Chris Olave to the Packers. You like that, D?
So, D, Olave, what do you think?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, I'll take that shit. I don't think it'll happen, but...
Hey, my draft says it does. but you're gonna need someone to throw the ball to. So we're going with him. George, fucking my guy George Karlaftis.
Karlaftis. Going with the
You
Cardinals.
got big boy Tyler Linderbaum to the Cowboys. Seems
Hold on,
like
hold on. Why do you say that George is your boy?
I don't know, George, my
just
boy
likes the name
George from the
George.
from the Greece, from the islands of Greece.
Yeah, he's
Wait.
the Greek freak.
Wait.
And the
Yeah,
Greek
man.
freak doesn't reside in fucking Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
All
He's
right.
gonna enjoy. He's gonna enjoy the fucking Arizona heat.
Time out real quick. First of all, don't tip picks. Second to you, D. Second of all, when D and I go, we're gonna be a little slower than what Nate's speed round is.
That's
so
fine.
just for the people out there, just want to make sure you guys got a heads up, okay? I don't want you to think everyone's doing this quick speed round.
I will not be explaining any of these picks. They're just right, so believe in them.
I just don't want people to be like, oh, they were doing the NFL mock draft, and then all of a sudden you see this mirror home, and they're like, oh, this is how it's all gonna be. No, it's not. I promise.
No.
25.
I'm so right. I just don't need to explain any of my reasoning. So
go for it.
Yeah, Tyler to the Cowboys. Seems like a classic Cowboys pick, to be completely honest. Andrew Booth next. Got our boy Tyler Smith going to the Titans. Zion Johnson to Tampa. Playing with Thomas. And then D back to the Packers. Fucking Boy Mafe? M-A-F-E?
Yeah.
Pronounce that shit for me, buddy.
Boye Mafe.
Yeah, we're gonna need some linemen to help your fucking geriatric quarterback. Christian Watson next, going to the Chiefs, I believe. Right?
Mafe's a linebacker, but it's good. Christian Watson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Outside linebacker.
All right, Watson's to the
David Ojobo to the Chiefs.
Yep, he's beast from Michigan.
Kenyon Green to Cincy. Got to protect our boy.
This is Darren up there.
Fucking. And then for my last pick, Nakabe Dean to the Lions. Because I like
Adam
the name.
wants the 7-round speed.
Yeah, Adam says in the chat, he goes, I want to see a speed run full 7-round draft for my man Nate.
Yeah, no, Adam, I don't know anybody on this list besides the first guy. So,
all right, real quick.
But I'm 100% right.
Give me 1 second, Nate. Let me fix something real quick.
Don't fix stuff. Just go with it.
I just wanted to fix that last one that says your name on it. Perfect. Okay, so now, Nate, I did tell you, and it was a little late, so I apologize, but I said that if you had to pick one person for your team to pick, who would it be?
Google him.
So, Nathan, you want for the Bears.
At the advice of my close associate, D, we went with Jahan Dotson out of Penn State.
And let's be clear, Nathan's a wide receiver expert, so keep this name out there. So keep that name on your list there.
You want to hear how much I care about this? Just you ready?
Go for it.
No, everyone cares about this.
Exactly.
Our fans care about this.
You're a pundit.
You care about this.
Let's be crumpling up that draft.
So that was Nate's speed round. So
now we get to the good stuff.
So let's go ahead and start dissecting a little bit. All right. So next up on the clock, we got Darren. Darren, go ahead and let's hear who you think is going first overall, who's shaking Goodell's hand right after Goodell gets off his comfy ass chair for the Jags. As I pour up.
We don't need some northern boy coming down to Jacksonville thinking he can play in the humidity.
Jesus Christ.
It's the truth, bro. Like, I want to get a guy who's from the South, used to playing in this heat and humidity, that's going to draw fans because, like, he's a freak. So I went with Trayvon Walker, Georgia to Jacksonville. First overall pick.
And also, D, while you said that, you don't want a northern boy coming down, Trayvon Walker's played in the Jacksonville Stadium before. The Georgia-Florida Line or the Georgia-Florida Line games are always played in Jacksonville.
Yes, they are. And so it'll just be like going home to him. Shake things up because I feel like if it was Aiden Hutchinson, they would have already said it by now. Like usually, like you know who the number one pick is, or at least pretty confidently. Number 2, I have keep the kid at home, Aiden Hutchinson. MCDC would love a fucking freak on defense. Super hype boy because it's like, oh, we get the college kid, hometown kid getting to play in Detroit. Like, it just makes sense. Like, got Houston taking Evan Neal. Got to build up that offensive line for, I can't even remember the fucking quarterback's name.
Dougie Mills.
Dougie Mills. I was going to say Ryan Mallett. I swear I was going to say
Mills,
Ryan
I just
Mallett.
said Dougie.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with the tackle from Alabama, especially Evan Neal. He's fucking beast. I got Sauce Gardner going to the Jets. They need to get that Sauce Island going. Ever since Revis has been gone, you got solid defensive guy. Why would he not take a defensive player? Arguably the best corner in the draft. Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense, especially when you're playing against Mac Jones. And you got Tyreek Hill in the division now, Jalen Waddle. Who knows who New England's going to get out there? You need corners if you're the Jets.
Okay.
Then I got the Giants taking Kayvon Thibodeau. He could be literally the best player in the draft. People just don't like his attitude just because he's just different. But he's not a fucking dick. He's just like a different person. Like, and people just don't know how to read him or deal with him. That, oh, we don't know about him, but he was a fucking number 1 high school recruit. He could have went anywhere in the country. He chose to go to Oregon so he could have like a career after football with Nike. So
let's just be clear. You and Nate so far have Thibodeau dropping from, he's projected. Oh no, actually you got him going about right. So I got a couple different websites, but I'm sticking with the ESPN one for this. ESPN has him ranked 7th overall in the draft. Nate had him dropping down to 9, I believe. You have him going to 5. So you guys kind of split the difference.
Yeah. I don't see him dropping to 9. I mean, that would make sense. The Oregon guy staying with Seattle, but no. 6, I have Hakeem Ekwonu.
Yeah, Ekwonu. You guys both got it.
That's the tackle from NC State going to Carolina. And a lot of people think they're going to draft a quarterback here. I doubt it. Why would you risk? Like, if you could get a guarantee from ownership, hey, let me build this team up, and there's way better quarterbacks out there next year, and we don't have to risk like our future with these questionable quarterbacks, I would not take a quarterback. I would just build a line, give Darnold some more help on the offensive line. Like, it just makes sense. Don't fucking reach. Like, you've reached too many times with Bridgewater, with fucking trying to get Watson, with fucking Sam Darnold. Like, just hang tight, have some consistency, build around that shit right now. Got the Giants coming back. This time going to the opposite side of the line. Charles Cross. Shout out Jesus.
Shout out Jesus.
Just Easter the other day. Yeah,
risen.
I mean, who knows who's going to be the quarterback in New York, but there's no quarterback worth being taken right there. So just build up the line just like in the Jets.
Baker. Got
the Falcons taking Jermaine Johnson. Last chance you, FSU, like just.
Oh shit! That is that guy, huh?
Yeah, just screams Dirty Bird, Atlanta, black and red. Like, I could see him thriving in Atlanta, like just in life and in like being close to Tallahassee. Like, I think it'll be a nice way to shake up the NFC South, having some pass rusher who's a fucking freak come in there and chase Brady and Jameis and Darnold around. Got the Seahawks taking Kyle Hamilton finally. Ran kind of slow at his 40, so he's dropped a little bit for me. Got him going to Seattle, Legion of Boom remake. Who knows if it'll be that, but they're going to say, let's get back to our roots. This is what had us being dominant, is a dominant defense. So then I got the Jets taking Garrett Wilson from Ohio State. Okay. They're trying to be on this Deebo hype train, but honestly, I get you can trade for people, but why commit that fucking money, dude? Like, I would just keep my fucking draft pick. You already got Sauce Gardner. You either trade this pick because they're gonna use the first pick on Sauce. Either they trade this pick for Deebo, but I would take the young guy.
So
Keep the fucking contract slow.
deep before we move on here. So if we're rounding up your top 10, you basically have your first skill position going at 10.
Yep.
That's no dog in it. Everyone's gonna have different mock drafts here. And let's be clear here, everybody. We are doing who we feel should go to these teams. Like as Darren just said, I don't feel like you should trade it. I think you should just make your pick. Like we're doing what we feel is right for these teams. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, but we'll take a tally and see who got the most right next week. But yeah, it's that'll be a really crazy draft if that's the first skill position. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I just like okay, if you're the Lions, you're not going to draft a receiver or a quarter. I mean, I don't see them drafting a quarterback. I would just wait for next year. Like this group of quarterbacks doesn't do anything for me. All the teams that have quarterbacks, like you're going to be where you are. You're not going to be in a better position by drafting any of these quarterbacks. Even the teams that need quarterbacks, like you're not telling me Houston or Detroit or the Panthers will have more wins with any of these quarterbacks coming in. So it's like, why risk a top 10 pick for a question mark? Or you could say, hey, I know Thibodeau is going to be a fucking beast, so I'm going to fucking take him and like start building like the rest of my team. So next year we can fucking go get a quarterback. And who knows what quarterbacks want to leave their team next year. Like as much as shit's been moving around, it's transfer portal in the NFL now. So I would just hold tight, dude. I'm not unless you're fucking balling out. I'm not. Look at what drafting Baker Mayfield, #1 overall. Mitch Trubisky. And I'm not trying to shit on Mitch. I'm just saying like drafting these quarterbacks early doesn't really tend to do well for teams unless you get like a Joe Burrow or a Lamar Jackson who was drafted late, like into the first round, I believe. Like just
he was, or Jordan.
I'm not. Yeah, fuck off. I wouldn't risk any of these top 10 picks. All these players are going to help their teams more than any quarterback would help any of these teams.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's move on to number 11 then.
Number 11, I have
the first ever selection from the Commanders.
The Washington Commanders, Derek Stingley Jr., cornerback LSU. Some say he is the #1 corner. He used to lock up Nate's guy in Cincinnati. What's his name? Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
He used to lock him up in practice. All the LSU guys rave about him. And like to get the LSU guys to say you're legit was a big deal because that's like DVU. That's where all the corners come from. So I think Washington, they'll play it smart. They're not going to reach. Stingley's easily going there. I mean, I don't see how you pass him up, especially when you need the fucking help in that division. But we'll see.
Okay.
Vikings got them taking Jordan Davis. He's an interior defensive lineman from Georgia. The Vikings, they got Zadarius. They got all these linebackers, Harrison Smith. They got great secondary. I just think, why not get a guy that can chase after Aaron and Justin Fields?
And Jared Goff.
It just screams Vikings, bro. Like a SEC mean fucking defensive player. Love it.
Yep.
All right, now Houston is going to get Davis Mills some help with Drake London going there. He's a bigger receiver. A lot of people compare him to like Mike Evans. I'm not a big fan of him, but a lot of the people are, so he'll get hyped up and drafted there. I have the Baltimore Ravens taking another Georgia interior defensive lineman, Devonta Wyatt. Baltimore with Pittsburgh, they're just the defensive teams. I don't see them drafting a receiver that high. They could shock me and do it, but if I'm them, I'd rather build my defense than draft a receiver, especially because like one of the receivers is injured, and I just feel like they could get another receiver later. in the draft still. Then I have Philly, who can afford to take an injured receiver. Also, they've had success with one Alabama receiver, so have Philly taking Jameson Williams. He'll sit out for a little bit, but then him, Jalen Hurts, and Devontae Smith should fucking create something magical, hopefully. Or they tell Jalen Hurts to kick rocks next year, and they go get a quarterback with these awesome receivers, and Philly's right back in it. So I love that pick. Philly taking any receiver, but Jameson Williams especially, because basically they can hide behind him not playing this year. Jalen Hurts sucking because he doesn't have that first-round receiver that they just drafted. And then they have a reason to get rid of Jalen Hurts and go draft one of these rookies that's going to ball out next year.
And D,
So
if you think about it, he pairs back up with his former teammate Devonta.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the Alabama reunion, and I just think there'll be some magic there, whether it's with Jalen Hurts or whether it's with someone else next year. We'll see. But Phillies, they're playing the long game, and I like it. Next, I have the Saints, who also need receiver help, opposite Slant Boy. I got them taking Chris Olave at 16. I love Nate saying that he'd fall to the Packers. I really would love that, but I just think Saints and the fucking Eagles need receiver help. So, I got that. I got Trevor Penning, Iowa corn-fed boy, going offensive tackle, going to the Chargers. Protect Herbert at all costs. He's the future of that organization. Stafford just stole the LA shine from the Chargers, so they need to bring it back. Can't do it if your quarterback's running for his life, so love that pick. Got the Eagles coming back, drafting a Clemson corner, Andrew Booth Jr. Can't have all these receivers and nobody to cover them. Iron sharpens iron. They're going to fucking build off each other and get better every day. Eagles will be scary in the next 3 years. Mark my words.
Okay.
Saints coming back in. Tyler Lindenbaum, offensive lineman from Iowa. Corn-fed, bro. Just Iowa
corn-fed.
Iowa linemen, bro. They're the best. Then I got the first QB going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know it'll be strange. They just lost one QB. Rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. I know they just signed Mitch. But Tomlin wants Tomlin kids. And if he wants fucking Malik Willis, he's going to get him, bro. They're not committed to Mitch. They're not paying him a fortune. I think it's a 1 year, if I'm mistaken. Or if I'm right, I mean.
It might be. It's either 1 or 2, but yeah.
Yeah, they're not, like, locked in.
Right.
So I could see it happening easily. He streams Pittsburgh, just left a big school, went to a small school, still managed to get his name up in the draft talks, even at a small school. So I think Pittsburgh selecting the first quarterback in the draft makes sense to me. They need a little help at receiver, but I feel like everywhere else they're pretty solid. They're super solid on defense. But why draft a receiver when you don't have a real quarterback yet? So, I mean, Mitch could prove that he is, but as of right now, they're still up in the air at quarterback. So, I love this pick. I have the Patriots coming in and getting an offensive lineman from Boston College, Zion Johnson. Bill's like, hey, Mac, we're going to run the ball another fucking 50 times this year in one game. So
You're going to throw it once.
just going to draft some linemen a block. Got to have a lot of linemen and trade in and out, People get tired because we run so much. Then I have the Green Bay Packers.
Here we go.
Pick 22, selecting George Karlaftis from Purdue. The next
talking about
Greek
tipping
freak.
picks, Nate.
Next Greek freak, literally born, raised in Greece up until the time his father died. Then his mom brought him here to the States where him and his father met. Kid started playing, he played water polo all through fucking his time in Greece. Gets to America, fucking tries football, didn't really like it. He was the kicker his freshman year, and he was like making tackles. Sophomore year, he comes in as a beast, and basically he chose to go to Purdue because that's where his dad got his PhD from, and he has not regressed. Every year he's gotten better because football was so new to him. He's just improved. He wants to be a number 1 overall draft pick so bad, and I could just see with us losing Zadarius. Yeah, we have Preston and we have Rashawn Gary, but we always like to have guys to interchange. We got Dean Lowry out there. I just think pass rusher, yes, we need receiver, but you don't pass up on a guy like this. I just think the Packers would do something like this because everyone's expecting receiver, and the Packers never do what people expect them to do. So that's why I went with something like this because it's more realistic.
Plus, Darren, they never listen to Aaron. Why start now?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but like that's in all seriousness. Like, as a Packer fan, that's what I would think. You know what I mean?
Well, the only reason I think this will happen is because, like, if Jameson Williams is there or Olave is there, they would draft them. But in my draft, they're not there. So then they're going to go with their next best available.
Okay.
And they have another pick and a couple picks. So we'll see what they do.
All right.
But I got Trent McDuffie going to Arizona. They lost Patrick Peterson a couple years ago.
Nate's favorite name.
So got Traylon Burks going to the Dallas Cowboys, bro.
Oh,
Arkansas boy.
Jerry's boy.
Jerry Jones. Yeah, Jerry Jones, Arkansas connection. Like, Amari, get the fuck out of here. We're going to draft this Arizona or this Arkansas boy this year. And so Jerry's going to go get that. Like, it's just written in the book.
Real
so,
quick.
Like, that's how it.
Darren, great analysis from you because I'll openly say I did not put him in the Cowboys, but boy, I should have. That's a great fucking call. Great call. Holy shit, it's a great call. Fucking.
I love this shit.
That's for real great call. See that shit on draft night. Oh my God. Keep going. I'm sorry.
I got the Buffalo Bills selecting. Some would say a running back, but I ain't getting no fucking running back in this first round. Fuck that. We got them selecting the corner, Elam.
Yeah, Kyer Elam.
I wonder if he's related to Matt Elam.
I think he is. He's his brother, for real.
Yeah, see. So defensive back runs in his blood. I got the Titans selecting Jahan Dotson from Penn State.
Ooh.
They lost Julio, or we'll see what the fuck happens. But basically, that was a big ass waste of time. And they lost Corey Davis also. So I think Dotson stepped in there was labeled one of the hardest people to cover in college football. I believe it. Tampa Bay Bucks selecting a safety, Lewis C. from Georgia.
Yeah, Lewis.
And then the Packers back on the clock. This guy is like, I'm hoping to be like baby Tyreek. It's Sky Moore. He's pretty fast, you'd say. He went to college as a quarterback, and then he played quarterback and receiver, I think. Or no, quarterback and corner. And then they told him, hey, you're going to play receiver. And he's like, what? And so became a receiver, and I just think the last guy that got drafted from Western Michigan in the first round, I believe, turned out to be – oh, no, that's Wyoming.
But if you're talking about small school for Michigan wide receiver, speedster, I mean, I wouldn't mind if
Antonio.
the Packers – yeah, I wouldn't mind if the Packers get an Antonio type of player. Right, Nate? That wouldn't hurt seeing an Antonio type of player on the Packers.
Oh, no. The more internal disputes we can cause, the better.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off. No, but I think we tried it with Amari Rodgers, and I don't think he's as fast as advertised.
No, timeout. You bought in for a minute, for a small minute. You bought into the.
I bought him.
You bought into the. Aaron doesn't pass to him, bro. He doesn't give him a chance. And now it's, maybe he's not that good. Aaron's back. Aaron must have not known. He must have known not to throw it to him for a reason. Maybe because he's just not fast. Fucking, I see you, D.
Whatever, man.
Okay, yeah, okay. Fucking loyal to the bone. All right, keep going, D.
Now, the Packers could have drafted this guy, John Michie, from Alabama, the third, but I have the Chiefs selecting him to replace Tyreek. They got Juju and BS out there. I think they'll be in great hands if they get John Michie. Then we got the Minnesota Edge player, Mafi Boy.
Yeah, Boye Mafi.
Boye Mafi, whatever. Because didn't they just lose Chris Jones, or what was his name?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they did lose an end.
Yeah. And then I have the Bengals selecting Daxton Hill, safety. I know they have Bates, that's pretty good, but you can never have too many defensive backs. They got enough corners.
Bro, they got Eli Apple, though.
Then I have the Detroit Lions selecting the second quarterback in the draft, Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati. A fucking winner, bro. A winner who's played at a small school, but not too small of a school, that Dan Campbell can just like, I like this kid. He's got grit. He's a fighter.
I was going to say, bite some kneecaps off.
Yeah.
Salty.
I just see them fucking like hitting it off. So I'd love to see Detroit draft a quarterback in the second or at the last pick of the first round, just so it's like, hey, there's no pressure for you to start. We just wanted to snag you before someone else did.
Did you see Jared Goff come out to the podium wearing a shirt that says "salty" on it? That's their new saying this year for the Lions.
Well, he's going to be real salty when they draft this quarterback.
Oh, fuck. All right, D. So same question to you as we asked to Nate. Darren, if there's one you'd want for your team, the Packers, who do you want?
Jameson Williams, bro.
And why?
Because I feel like we have Lazard, we have Cobb, we have Sammy Watkins, Amari Rodgers, okay? If you draft Jameson, and let's say he's back by week 10, okay? Perfect. Come in here and just fucking do what you do, bro. And if he's just advertised, there won't be no getting over a learning curve or a hump. Rodgers will say, be here, he'll be there, and the ball will be in his fucking hands. And it'll just be like it's like a toy that's fucking pre-assembled right out of the box, just ready to play with. Just got to wait for it to get here. So I feel like he's the only receiver that is out of the box ready. And if we could snag him, yes, we have to wait a couple weeks for the injury, but even if we have to do that, what we would get out of him would be worth it, because the next couple years, Rodgers would have a weapon, and then by the time Rodgers is ready to leave, we could trade him away for more draft capital like we did Devontae, or we would have a guy that's ready to ball with Jordan Love.
So Nate, that makes sense though, right? Like by the time Jameson Williams is healthy and able to come back, Randall Cobb's old ass body's gonna be broken down anyways, and needs to sit on the sideline for most of the game.
Yeah.
Too easy.
No, I get it. So
I
if
just
that's
feel like we need to sign another receiver, like a free agent receiver, anyways.
Sure.
So it's like if we're gonna go ahead and do that, if we're gonna bring in Watkins and another free agent, why not get this receiver that's banged up and let him sit for a couple weeks, and then boom, ready to go.
All right. I can see it, D. Okay. Well, if that's your want, I respect it. I got to want to, and it seems like a stretch, but we'll see based off of your guys' drafts. I don't know if I'll be able to get them, but I'm hoping. So, all right, D, respectable drafts. I respect it. We'll see. I'll tweet out these first-round drafts, too, before the first-round draft next week, that we see all of our picks and see if it matches up. All right, so my pick. So Darren said he doesn't want a boy from the north coming down to Jacksonville. This is one of those things like when Andrew Luck was being drafted. Don't overthink it. Don't be stupid. Draft the best player available. It's Aiden Hutchinson. He's the best one out right now, and that's clear. Now you can go with We talked about players rising and falling right before the draft. I think one of those that's falling, Darren mentioned it a little bit, and so did Nate. Kayvon Thibodeau's kind of falling right now. But also on the vice versa, on the other end of the scale, Trayvon Walker's rising because of his combine and his pro day numbers. So I see why D picked him as one, but this is one of those things. Aiden Hutchinson looks like the best. He looks like a phenom. Don't overthink it. Get the best player available. Get Aiden Hutchinson. You're not going to regret it. Well, at least pre-draft. That's my pick number one. It's just like that clear cut. He's been doing the press runs like he's number 1 too. It's just put him out there. At number 2, this is where I got Walker going. So again, 2 edge rushers off the rip here. It's clear they're both 1 and 2. That's clear 1 and 2. So Trayvon Walker's going to the Lions. They need that bite off kneecap fucking angry. Now you could say like D said, Hutchinson go home and he's right there, across the street. Either way, whoever goes 1, the other one's going 2. So it doesn't really matter. But I think Walker's going 2. D already touched on it. I'm not going to touch on it more. Now, the Texans. This is where we switched it up a little bit. So, as I said, when it comes to drafts, we're going off of what we feel. This is what I feel the Texans to do. The Texans don't have that sexy star power like star. You can make a star out of Garrett Wilson. So, I'm going to say the Texans should get a wide receiver now because it doesn't matter who you get on the line because your quarterback is still Davis Mills. So, go ahead and get you that star player to start selling tickets around, because it's not looking good for you right now, Texans. So go ahead and get this receiver. He's proven he's sick. He's nasty. I'd love for him to be on the Bears, but that's clearly not possible unless we trade up. And let's face it, if we trade up, we're probably giving up first-round picks all the way to 2029 based off our history here. So for the Jets, Ike Mekwonu, I got him going there. They need to protect their boy, their franchise, Zach Wilson. Protect him. That way his mom stays off of Twitter. That's clear. Get an offensive lineman. Your defense is but your offensive line is trash. So if you don't get offensive lineman, Mike White's going to be playing a lot more next year too. For the Giants, I got, you happen to see Notre Dame players go to the Giants quite a bit. I just Notre Dame and the Giants ring in my head. So Kyle Hamilton's going to go there. They need a safety bad. Their defense sucks. I think they need help right away. Their safety position looks like the weakest when I was checking it out. So go ahead and get the best available at safety. The next best available is not until I think after 20 something. So go ahead and take the top talent while he's there. As far as the Panthers go, I disagree with you guys. I think that it's blasphemy and it's not traditional for a quarterback to go in the top 10 picks. So the Panthers are going to go out and get Malik Willis. They're going to keep him close by. You see that talent, you got to take advantage of it, and Malik Willis is that guy. I think out of all the quarterbacks right now, he may not be my favorite, but he's the clear cut, needs to go first out of the quarterback class. So go ahead and take him, Panthers, because you already risked yourself on Darnold, and it's clear that when you start Cam Newton that you're not sold on Sam Darnold. So just fucking cut the cord, make it easy on yourselves. You already gave up your draft picks. You already killed yourself with that. Get someone that Christian McCaffrey wants to play with before he gets out of there, and quick. So go ahead.
I would trade McCaffrey so fucking.
I would too, D. I would too, but it seems like they would have done.
Injury-prone motherfucker.
But it seems like they would have done that already, though, right? If they wanted to do it.
Draft night, please. Oh, that would make shit so crazy.
Oh my! I'm telling you, that'd be insane. That'd be sweet. So yeah, get someone that wants. If you're gonna keep him, because it looks like you're keeping him, get someone to play around him. Your wide receiver core is not great, but they're not bad. They're young. They could be something. So just go for it. So yeah, Malik Willis, first quarterback off the board for me. He's going at number 6. For the Giants, back on the clock. Again, your defense is god awful. Your offense isn't that bad. Even your line is not that bad. So go ahead and get a fucking inner linebacker. Get Nakobe Dean, proven sick ass linebacker from Georgia, part of that nasty fucking defense that won the title. Go ahead and get him to command that. You need a captain in your defense. You found him. Draft him. Don't be fucking stupid. For the Dirty Birds, Darren, Ridley's not playing next year. Let's just say it as it is. Kyle Pitts can do a lot, but Cordell Patterson's doing everything. Go ahead and get your receiver that's a body. Take Drake London. He's not my favorite either, just like yours. He's not my favorite, but it's clear you need someone now. So go ahead and get you another body that can go up and get the ball, because if you keep doing that to Kyle Pitts, A, he's going to get hurt, or B, he's going to demand to be traded, because that's just the way it's going now. So go ahead and get Drake London when you can. Staying home, at least close to it, for Seattle, Thibodeau. Again, his stock is dropping. now technically compared to the overall list, he only dropped 2 spots, but quite a steal from the Seahawks because they just cut Carlos Dunlap too, even after they trade for him, a year ago, 2 years ago. So get your edge fixed. Your defense is trash. I think they're going to stick with Geno. I know it sounds stupid, but I think they're stick with Geno because they just gave him an extension. So, hey, why not go 1 year with Geno? And then also there was rumors that Pete Carroll was like watching Kaepernick work out. So it sounds like that their quarterback door is not closed, but also like why draft one if you have 2 prospects? This quarterback class is not the one to draft. Go ahead and get you someone that could help you for a few years to come. For the Jets, back on the clock, I got Jermaine Johnson. I did not know he was the guy from Last Chance U, and as soon as you said it, that would fucking ring that doorbell in my head. So yeah, get an edge rusher now. You have someone on your all line protecting it. You need an edge rusher. Your defensive tackles are good, but you need someone to attack from the outside. So go ahead and get Jermaine Johnson while you can. So that's my pick for the first 10. I got 3 skill positions going, 2 receivers and a quarterback. But I honestly think the 1-2 punch that is a little scary. I'm not saying they're going to do anything right away, but that looks, on draft night, all these things look sexy, but 2 years later, none of it means shit. But off of this, I mean, Nakobe Dean, like if you can get him at 7 and you already have a first round safety going ahead of him to your same team, that looks pretty fucking good considering that your offense isn't bad. Like it's really not bad. You just can't fucking get it together. But with your new coach commanding your offense, you supply that defense, you're gonna be scary. I love Dable. I want him to go to the Bears, but obviously he didn't. So yeah, fucking fix your defense. You're gonna be a scary team. Hopefully, Saquon fucking protect your knee. All right, number 11. So
Trade his ass too.
Yeah, I mean you should. You're exactly him and McCaffrey are in that same boat.
I literally don't even fucking draft like literally running backs should just be like I don't know. I would never race the fucking top 10 pick on a running back ever.
You know what it feels like, D? When we were growing up, running backs were like you got to have that quintessential running back. You got to have him for a 6-year contract. You got to have him. Now it feels like tight ends became that. Like tight ends and running backs switched. Like they just did a full loop.
Well, dude, you literally look at the Browns. They have 2 running backs. The Packers with either when it was Jamal Williams, and Aaron Jones. Now it's AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. The Patriots for years, multiple running backs.
I mean, even the Bears adopted the system with Damian Williams and Montgomery. I'm not saying like we're great, but I'm saying like we did that too.
Yeah, bro. Like everyone uses multiple backs now, so it's just I would never invest a top 10 pick on a back ever.
And even this draft class, like running back wise, like let's just say that someone wants to draft a running back this draft. I don't think neither of you two had a running back in the first round. Spoilers, neither do I. So let's just be clear about that. So yeah, and this running back class isn't that great either. All right, it's dropping to number 11. He's ranked number 5 in the top overall. He's dropping to 11. The Commanders are stealing some sauce. They're taking the sauce out to them. They need a cornerback bad. They need a cornerback. So Sauce dropping that far is an easy steal. Even if you thought that your guys are good, take him while you can. Take the best player available. Get him while you can. I do have the number 3 overall still sliding in my draft. We'll see if he pops up here soon. But the Commanders, you need a guy to protect your outside. You're gonna get fucking Carson Wentz is gonna give you at least 1 turnover a game. Might as well have someone help you fucking get it back. So go ahead and get the sauce while you can. For the Vikings are taking the number 3 overall, dropping this far. Evan Neal from Alabama. If you're trying to, your line's okay, but your defense isn't that bad. You made a lot of free agency signings, so taking Zadarius Smith. Go ahead and protect Kirk Cousins. Make sure he grills on that steak on some more aluminum foil while he's still there. He just got a more contract time, so help him out. Texans back on the clock. You're taking Devin Lloyd, linebacker. Again, you already have a wide receiver. Now build on that defense. Make your team count where you need it. If you're going with Davis Mills, i.e. Dougie Mills, go ahead and fucking build around him. At least this year, while the quarterback draft's not that hot, you could probably get a quarterback in the second round too. Who knows? You probably got like 19 picks still in the first 3 rounds. Texans. All right, Ravens. So this one I struggled with a little bit, but when you think about it, one thing that the Ravens, Ravens have a good defense, good secondary, good linebackers. Their offense seems okay. So where do you touch? You touch the line. I'm going defensive line with this one. Jordan Davis, defensive tackle, Georgia. He's listed as a defensive tackle. He plays linebacker once in a while. It's kind of a mix between both. That's perfect.
Is that what I had?
For what, Ravens?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll look.
But yeah, so like it's perfect for the Ravens defense because Humphreys, he plays linebacker and corner. Like this Williams, he plays safety and corner. Like this is the perfect guy to fit in your system because he can play 2 key positions anytime you want him to. And if you have the right coach to command that, it can fuck up an offense. So take him while you can, because if he can play linebacker and tackle, holy shit, is that a fucking confusion. So go ahead and do it while you can. Take him now. While he's looking that up, I'm going to go to my Eagles pick. Eagles. I think, Darren, you might have had this too. I might be wrong. No, you picked, I think you said Jameis.
I picked Wyatt for Baltimore.
Oh, okay. But for the Eagles, take them. You need a wide receiver. Take Olave, Chris Olave. Take him because Jameis is not proven yet. He's still hurt, as we talked about. So he's going to take Olave. They're going to take Olave at 15. Get someone to play with your boy. Hurts, fucking... You're running offense. We know this, but if you're trying to pass that ball, it's not a bad one to go with. Now, at two months ago, there was talks about Olave being in the second round. Obviously, he projected to go first round, so he's going to be stolen pretty quick. So Eagles, have him, take him. He's a good guy. I can see matching up pretty well for that running type of offense, like catching that ball on a quick slant, just going.
He's going to the Packers. Stop.
Saints. Now we're going to go back-to-back wide receivers. They're going to see a wide receiver go off the board. They're going to freak out, even though they have 2 picks in the next 3. They're going to take Jameson Williams. So their wide receiver core right now is Slant Boy. So eat your heart out, Dalton, by the way, if you're watching this later or now. Eat your heart out. You're getting Jameson Williams. They have Slant Boy, Traquan, and then who's the other guy, D? Do you know? Fuck, I can't think of it. But anyways, and just another guy for Jameis to throw to. Leave him no excuses. If he's going to be your quarterback, make sure he has every reason to be that quarterback. Give him a wide receiver while you can. And even though he can't play right now, with your wide receiver core, I think you can afford it because A, Michael Thomas is going to be either hurt or just doesn't want to play by week 4. And B, your wide receiver core goes out like revolving doors, like hurt or just doesn't want to play. So... not just Slant Boy, but just might as well say Slant Boy because it's usually him. So Jameson Williams be the perfect addition for your offense. Plus, I would draft offense if I was you because you just promoted your defensive coordinator to head coach and you want to show that you still have faith on the other side of the ball. So go ahead and do it while you can. Chargers, it's plain and simple. They've improved a lot of things on their defense this year with free agency signings and trades. They have only one weak spot, and I'm serious. I overlooked their team multiple times. The one weak spot I found was guard. So they're going to dip down there and get Kenyon Green because he's the best available guard from Texas A&M. If you get him, your team on paper looks fucking scary. They already look like they're getting there, but that's fucking scary if you get the best guard because that's your one weak spot. So go ahead and get him while you can. That's perfect. It makes the most sense. No one's looking at him right now. He's not projected to go that high. But he is the best available guard, so taking him in the first round would make sense, especially when that's your one need. So go ahead and do it. Or trade back, but I'm not doing that. For the Eagles, listen, their defensive backs are okay. They're great. They're not great, but they're okay. They're manageable. But the thing with them is that they always get hurt. So go ahead and get the boy from DBU, LSU, Derek Stingley, because he fell this far. He fell to 18 when he was originally 11. Hey, you play nickel a lot, so if you got to switch Maddox to nickel because he used to play nickel, go for it because he could be Stingley be a great outside cornered for you. So not a bad take at 18. Saints back on the clock. Same thing. Looking at their defense, they can use a lot of help. But if you'd pick one spot over the rest, give a reason for Cam Jordan to break through that line because as good as he is, he doesn't seem to make that fucking firework as much as you'd like. Sorry, Dalton, but that's just what it feels like being an outside watching in. So go ahead and take Devonta Wyatt from Georgia. Again, just another beast to put up next to Cam Jordan. Every time Cam Jordan has someone that pops off next to him, he either A, gets signed somewhere or B, gets traded. So keep this kid while you can because if you were trying to keep Cam Jordan to retire with you, do this. It makes the most sense. To round up the top 20, Steelers on the clock. You both had Malik Willis going there. I say that with Tomlin already having Mason Rudolph for 3 years now, It doesn't, and they still haven't let go of him. It doesn't seem like they're ready for that ship to sail, and they signed Mitch. So why complicate it more and get a third quarterback? Just go ahead and improve your defense. You're a defensive team. That's what you're known for. You need a corner. Your corners suck right now. Get McDuffie. Trent McDuffie seems like the perfect fit for you because you have 0 corners, and let your quarterback battle play out. You'll get a quarterback next year if you really want one. It makes the most sense to me. Again, you have a shitty cornerback system. Get someone now. All right, pick 21. Patriots. Ethan, shout out. Greek Freak. Yes, he's gonna be stolen before the Packers have a chance. D. I saw that there was a chance of Packers getting him, but he's such a Belichick guy that I think Belichick's gonna just and it's such a Belichick pick too to either pick a lineman or just someone on defense. So this is a Belichick pick right here.
They need receivers, and the Packers need receivers. So I see him snagging.
I get it, but like also like in my head, I just don't see Belichick picking someone that's not on defense except for last year when Brady was gone. So that's my pick. It's who knows what's gonna happen, but yeah, I see him wanting a force on the defensive breakthrough. A lot of his defensive players who are getting older get you some young blood in there to disrupt some shit. So with the Packers, Darren, here we are, bro. Here we go. A lot of picks we can do for the Packers here, especially with 2 of them in this first round. But it makes the most sense to me. Kenny Pickett. No, I'm playing. The Packers are going to get Traylon Burks.
I was going to say Kenny Pickett.
No. Traylon Burks. He's the best wide receiver available after all of them are gone. Let me get to it now. I'm trying to look for someone else here. I was between him or Dotson to the Packers. I think they'll go with Burks though, just based off his combine stats. I think he beat out Dotson in like 2 categories. Honestly, what they are, I have no idea. Top of my head. But yeah, so I'm gonna say you guys get Burks. Obviously, you need a wide receiver, and this will be the first year in the last like 5, 7, 9, 10 years that the Packers actually listen to Rodgers, because I believe that was part of his contract negotiation. Was, are you gonna fucking draft the guy I want you to draft? Yeah. Okay, draft a wide receiver. Yes, sir, Mr. Rodgers. And here we go. So, welcome to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, Traylon Burks. You're officially on the team. All right, Cardinals.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I'd take it too. Cardinals, they need a linebacker bad. Your fucking defense, you help out JJ. If he's sitting there trying to make these like inspirational tweets, he needs someone to help protect him on the backside. David Ajabo from Michigan. You need a linebacker, and I think isn't Chandler Jones gone? I think he's gone.
Yeah, he's on the Raiders.
Yeah. So go ahead and get someone that can help you out on the outside. Cowboys. So I wish I fucking thought about Traylon Burks going there. It was such a great call on you. But their defense is good, but they don't have good safeties. They have good corners, but no safeties. Daxton Hill. That's such a Jerry pick too, because it's a sexy kind of defensive position where it's like, yeah, I just see it happening. I just totally see it happening. He's gonna start printing Hill jerseys before he even drafts him. So Michigan man going to the Cowboys, although I do like your prediction of Burks going in there. It makes more sense to me. I'll round this up. The Bills getting Charles Cross. Shout out Jesus. He's fallen from he fell hard for me. He fell from top 10, I think it was. No. I can't find it anymore. But yeah. Oh, no, 15. He fell from 15 to 25. The Bills' O-line's good, but this guy can replace their right tackle, no problem. So Charles Cross, I see you being on their team just to protect Josh Allen, the soon-to-be, I don't know, what is he, like a $186 million man right now? Something like that. So a lineman, your defense is okay. Just get a lineman. Titans. So you have Taylor Lewan. There's been rumors about possibly trading the boy. Who knows? But on the opposite side of Taylor Lewan, the right tackle is a filler position right now. He's not good. Go ahead and get you Trevor Penning from Northern Iowa. Corn-fed boy to play with Lewan. Lewan can lead him the way. Makes the most sense to me. The Bucks. Well, time to get another quarterback. Psych. What happened last year when we watched the Bucks play during the regular season? They had a revolving door of cornerbacks. They went through like 9 in like fucking 5 weeks. So go ahead and get you a corner now. Andrew Booth Jr. from Clemson. He's the best available corner on the board. Get him while you can, because whether it was Sherman or your mama, it don't matter. Your corner's getting hurt. So go ahead and fucking put someone in there now. The Packers back on the clock. D, I want to hear what you think about this, but I might be wrong, but I think your guards aren't as solid as they should have been. So I'm saying Zion Johnson from BC is going to you. What do you think?
I'll take it, bro. We've been having Elton play tackle, and really he should. And we don't know when he's going to be back, but really he should be playing guard. I mean, he can play tackle, excellent, but we want him at guard. So I'll take it, bro, because we don't know when Elton's back. Hopefully Bakhtiari's 100%. So I'll take him.
Well, I was saying when I was looking at your line, like your tackles and centers look decent, but your guards don't look as good. So
We lost Billy Turner.
yeah, I like your
yeah,
center a
he
lot,
played guard.
Myers.
Yeah, but we got this Yosh Nyman or something like that. And he's like this African guy, and he does all right, but we need another fucking guard. So
Yeah, so
I'll take it.
take the second best available guard in the draft and fucking get him at 28. It's not bad. So I'll round up this first round. Chiefs got back-to-back picks. First one, Kyler Gordon, cornerback. Who knows what's going on with Tyron? Doesn't matter because he plays safety, but you still need a corner. Your wide receivers, I don't think are bad. You got three that's already like three worthy starters for you right now. If you have to just gun to my head to play with Mahomes, with MVS, Juju, and McCole Hardman. So go ahead, and your running back's good. Your line's pretty good. So go ahead and get you someone on the other side. Get a corner, because if you can turn that ball over and give it to Mahomes, game's over already. So go ahead and get Kyler Gordon while he's available from Washington. Their next pick, though, again, improve your defense. Your offense looks great. Go ahead and take Quay Walker from Georgia as a linebacker. If you fucking fill up your defense, Mahomes is going to take care of you on the other side. We all know that. The last two picks of the draft for the first round, Bengals. Bengals are going to get this guy falling from 18 all the way down to 31. Their line's improved. Their line is great, but their center can be better. So go ahead and take Tyler Lindenbaum from Iowa, corn-fed boy. If you get him, you did everything you needed to do since that Super Bowl, and we'll see you right back there, Bengals. So go ahead and take the center. And then finally for the Lions, I got the second quarterback off the board, boys. Go ahead and take Kenny Pickett, man. He loves biting off kneecaps, man. Go ahead and take him while you can. Kenny Pickett going out there to play with Dan Campbell. He's got that moxie for Campbell. I think Campbell would do it. I just don't think Goff's going to be that guy long term. Prove me wrong, Goff. I'd love for you to. I don't hate you. I just don't think you're that guy. And then as far as my pick for the Bears, plain and simple. The way I put it is the Bears in the past 10 years, Adam, if you're out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the past 10 years when we have our cornerback set up, our cornerback problem is that we always play a young guy with an old guy. And when the old guy's gone, the young guy stays, and then he becomes the old guy, and you get another young guy. We've been doing that nonstop, and it hasn't worked. It hasn't worked since Fangio left. It just hasn't. So go ahead and get Jalen Johnson, who was a monster at corner, get him another young guy to play with him. And while they're still counteracting contracts here, while they're right next to each other, and if you have a chance at Kyrie Elam, fucking take him. I'm not saying that we can. I would love him, though. I would love to have him on the team because he's sick. I saw him hovering around that top of the second round. Your guys' draft seemed to show him in the first round. But if we have a chance, I didn't have him drafted yet, but if we have a chance, I'd love to get him. So that's my pick. Boys, we did it. We fucking did it. Nate, how you feel?
A lot of players. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. We each had 32 picks, but technically that was 96 players. My
Yes.
God.
Yes, sir.
My
I mean,
God.
I appreciate your knowledge of this shit. Too many people, too many things. My brain just short-circuited.
It's fun, man. It's always fun stuff. Love football. Love when we keep football in the zeitgeist. I will ask you this, though. Talking about football, I'm going to start with Darren on this one. Rumors are, Darren, Pat Mack going to Thursday Night Football. Al Michaels, dude. How would that be?
That would be pretty fucking cool, and I think that would open the door to him getting rights,
Yes.
to be able to air highlights and shit.
Yes.
And that'll literally put his show, like ESPN's gonna be fucking struggling, dog.
Yes.
I literally turn on ESPN for 30 minutes on my ride to work, or however long, if it's in that 45 minutes of traffic or an hour. But I listen to Get Up for one, like either the first hour or the second hour, and then that's it. I don't turn ESPN back on at all, bro. So it's like now if I can get highlights from McAfee's show, I really don't even have to fucking put on Get Up.
So my thought behind it is, if he does that, right? Let's say he goes and he does Thursday Night Football. The one thing I will say is, and Nate, correct me if I'm wrong, but you've dabbled in and out with McAfee show the last few weeks, right?
Yeah, just watching more clips than anything. Full
Okay.
shows, not so much, but yeah, I've been watching the clips. Been watching some of the pod.
Love the pod. Love the pod.
Yeah. I'm getting into it slowly but surely.
So what I'll say is, if he goes, well, so when Al Michaels on the show for Pat McAfee, Al Michaels is a big Pat McAfee fan. Like, you've seen that, right, D? Like, when Al Michaels comes on, like, they're boys. Like, he loves Pat Mac. Like, I think it was like his first or second time, he came on with a tank top just because Pat's got the tank top. And he goes, yeah, I got to show my guns up because you're showing your guns out. It's like, that already, like, that's what I want to see. Like, they're boys. Like, that'd be great dynamic. And then on top of that, too, if this happens, personally, and who fucking knows, I see Pat signing a deal with Amazon to put his show on Amazon off of YouTube. I really see that happening because he'll have more money, more freedom, and he's signed to a station where he's not signed with YouTube. He's signed with Sirius, but he'll be signed with Amazon, and they can do a lot more shit with that. I'm just saying that'll become like a staple live show for Amazon because Amazon doesn't have a staple live show right now. So just something to look out for, man. That could be a big possibility, and he'll have a lot more shit he can do with his money as far as merch and shit. He'll be like selling through Amazon exclusively and that kind of shit. So it'd be great for him, but I see a lot more money flying through for him if that happens. Not just for having that deal of being on Thursday Night
Dumbest
Football.
life ever.
You say what?
Dumbest life ever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but more importantly, like you said, if he gets rights to show clips, they're going to show a highlight and then they're just going to sit there and watch it. Like if it's a big tackle, they're going to be like, boom, did you see that hit? Like way more exciting than like fucking ESPN just reading through the quick headlines and moving on. And they'll show all
like,
go ahead.
Like if someone's having a meltdown or there's some kind of interaction on the sideline, they legit can like play it on the show and like look, like what do y'all think? Like have the callers call in? Like it'll just be like, dude, I don't know how he's done it, but the motherfucker has changed sports entertainment and he's only like improving. So I hope it happens. I hope he gets Thursday night. Just like you said, it'll open so many more doors.
Yeah, I saw when I saw the reports coming out, and then I watched the show today because I had a lot of time to kill today, so I watched the whole show. And then fucking, you already know, like you'll have AJ doing more shit, the biggest troll on the fucking internet right now, AJ Hawk. Like, I mean, I hated him as a Bears fan, but now as watch Pat McAfee, you can't help but love the fucking guy. He's a fucking idiot. It's fucking great, but. I mean, it'll open up the door for him and his boys to do a lot more shit, a lot more money. There'll be a staple on Amazon. You know, Amazon put his face on literally everything, so it makes sense. It makes sense if they do that. But I don't know. I'm just being hopeful here. You know, always want to see someone succeed. It's definitely him. Hopefully that happens. But yeah, that'd be sick. I had to make sure I brought that up in the pod tonight. We talked about it earlier. Denzel Ward's one of the highest paid corner in the NFL. Darren, this affects you, and you already said a little bit about it. But what do you think? Jair going to be gone because of that?
Oh, yeah, bro. You saw what we just did with Devontae. And someone said, like, I don't know if it was Schrags or someone was like, yeah, they got rid of Devontae, but they saved $100 million by doing so. And it's like,
congratulations.
Honestly, like, we haven't won a Super Bowl with him, so it's like yeah, we may be like missing him on our next attempt at a Super Bowl, but it wasn't like he was the missing piece. So if we can go get someone way cheaper, Chris Olave, Jameson Williams, Sky Moore, like any of these fucking Garrett Wilson, like Nietzsche, whoever, any of these first round receivers, then not have to pay them $100 million while we're trying to keep Aaron because we're paying Aaron a fucking buttload. And it's like, fuck it, dude.
Yeah.
Take the draft capital. So if Jair wants a boatload of money and they don't want to pay it to him, we can get somebody for it, like a draft pick. Why not, dude?
So
Trade Jair to San Francisco for Deebo, and then we still have 2 first-round picks. And we drafted a first-round pick corner last year.
But if you did that, D, you'd have to sign Deebo to an extension. What they weren't willing to do for Devonta.
That's fine. We wanted to pay Devonta, but it's not like we chose to get rid of him. But since we did get rid of him, that would save us $100 million. And honestly, Deebo can want to get paid to play both, but before we can tell him, hey, I'm not going to run you. I have 2 good running backs, so I'm going to pay you this for a receiver. And he's like, oh, okay, as long as I don't have to take extra hits, then. And so, I don't know, bro. I mean, I just see we didn't play with Jair all last year. So,
sure.
And our defense did pretty good. So, if he wants a crazy amount of money, I don't see the Green Bay doing it. So, fucking trade him to the Colts, trade him to some AFC team, and fucking. I'd love him to stay. I love his personality. I love his play, but I don't know. I don't see the Packers paying it, dude.
So, Nate, as far as you watching NFL this year, from what you know, whether it's base knowledge, advanced knowledge, whatever it may be, Denzel Ward, just that name alone, Denzel Ward, Browns cornerback. Do you think this man should be the highest paid corner in the league from what you've seen? I know you're a wide receiver expert, but still. All right, Nate. Okay. So.
Snoozing.
What'd you say?
Snoozing.
Yeah, fucking passed out. All right. I only have that, and then Villanova's head coach steps down. Did you see that shit coming, D?
Nope.
Fucking out of nowhere, bro.
Talk about it, though.
I don't, but also at the same time, he's a great coach. He's a good man. He didn't take the fucking farewell tour. Good for you. Did it right, Coach Wright. And lastly, did you see the new nickname for the starting lineup for the Warriors, D? So your starting lineup, these 4 people, are you ready for it? Poole, Thompson, Steph, and Draymond. You ready for the nickname?
What is it?
PTSD.
Oh my god.
I didn't make that up. That's a real thing. What'd you say?
Get the fuck out of here.
I know. Oh, man. You guys have anything else? I mean, the draft took up most of the time here. I don't mind at all, but you guys got anything you guys want to end it on? It's a good 2-hour show here. It's going to go on YouTube. First show on YouTube. The first one's going to be on YouTube.
The draft boys, what percentage do you think you'll be at? Let's just, I'm interested to see how well you think you did.
D, you go first.
I legit on no research, just what I know from the team needs, and I think I'm damn near spot on, and I feel like it's gonna shock all of us. And I'm not trying to be supremely confident, but I just feel like my draft makes so much sense, and usually I'm doubting my picks, but for some reason in this instance I have a strong feeling that I'm pretty right.
So I'm actually with D on this.
Let's hear it.
So I'm with D on this. I didn't look up mock drafts, who's gonna get picked where. I did weeks ago before we even did the assignment, just because I was feeling my NFL chub coming on. But But I didn't look up who's what Kuiper said or what McShay said for this draft. I just went off of when I was prepping, all I did was look at the best available, look to see who had what draft pick, and then I also went to see their depth charts for each team. So based off what I see they need, I feel very confident. Percentage wise, if I had to gauge percentage, only because the NFL draft's so screwy and we know there's going to be trades and we didn't project any trades, I'm going to give myself an 80%. Still confident, but I just know the trades are gonna fuck it up. So I feel good with that. But again, like shit happens. It's NFL draft. All I can say is like I'm really, really, really excited to watch it. And also because like they're gonna cover shit that happened in the off season. Like no matter I promise you this, I guarantee you, there's 3 draft shows I'm gonna watch all in the first night. I already know it. And no free shout outs, but I'm just telling you what I'm watching. I'm gonna watch the Pat McAfee one, the Spectacular. I'm gonna watch the Barstool one because I watched them last year when we drafted Justin Fields and I saw the live reactions from Chicago boys. That was hilarious. And I'm also gonna watch ESPN's because I watched it since I was a kid. That's just the way it is. I'm gonna watch it. So if I watch one like live, I'm gonna watch the second one the next day at the gym. That's just the way it's gonna be because I fucking love NFL draft. Like that's just I'll tell you right now, it's how it's gonna be. And next year, by next year, when you both have cameras on, Nathan's gonna be Nate Kuiper. We'll be ready to go. It'll be good. It'll be good for it.
Yeah, man. For sure. Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
In a suit. He's gonna be in a suit too, D. He's gonna be fucking sweating bullets. Fucking. You know what? Your glasses aren't that far off from Mel Kiper's, if I remember correctly. So.
Listen, I just want the Packers not to trade these picks away. Like, don't trade either one of these fucking picks.
Can I tell you, D? As I was going through, as I was in your second one, I think it was in your second pick for the Packers. I told myself in my head, this makes so much sense to trade. I'm not kidding you. I'm not trying to troll you. I said that in my head, like, am I gonna be that guy that makes a draft trade, like a mock draft trade? But I wasn't. But it makes so much sense for you for you guys to trade your second pick.
Now, the only way I'd want to trade it is, I mean, honestly, I don't, but because Rodgers is only queued for the next couple years, is if someone who we know is going to suck, like next year and have an early draft pick next year, like top 10, wants to trade for it, because then next year with all the quarterbacks, the top 10 picks are going to be fucking coveted. So it's like if we could, then we'd have another year of trading our second fucking pick next year. But it would be like we'd get a fucking shit ton for it because it's a top 10 pick and a quarterback loaded fucking draft. So
what it's gonna be, Nate? It's gonna be like the JR from like WWE, like when that trade comes through. It's gonna be like, by God, they traded it for Deebo Samuel.
Okay, I'll take that. I mean, honestly,
well, yeah.
Yeah, I'd take it because fuck them picks.
Because it's fucking, I can't help but ask, what's your nightmare situation?
Oh, that's a great question.
Offensive line, defensive line.
Really? That's your nightmare?
If you don't draft the receiver with one of these fucking first round picks, I will fucking flip shit.
Wait. Can you just say that not drafting a wide receiver at all in the first round was your nightmare?
Yeah, there's no tight end that like tickles my fancy. That's like,
there's no first round tight ends. You're right.
So yeah, bro. Like, if you do not draft a receiver in this first round, I will fucking go nuts. And I know my draft has us drafting a receiver with the second pick, but it's like, I just don't. I don't know, dude.
God,
You ready, Blake?
I really want them to pass on it. Go for it, Nate.
What? They're the 20th pick?
They're the 22nd,
22nd,
and the 28th.
And with
right?
the 22nd pick, the Packers take from Ole Miss, Matt Corral.
That literally would never happen. I'm not worried about that at all. Like the year it happened, yeah, that's not gonna happen, but it could have happened. But this year, there's literally no chance it happened.
Nate,
this year, I hope.
Go ahead, D.
Trade Jordan Love and Jair on draft night separately. Fucking, I don't know. Like,
you know what?
Give Jordan.
It's gonna. Last time I heard a Packers fan say that'll never happen when they said, "Hey, you think they draft a first round quarterback this year?" But that was last year. That'll never happen. Jordan Love
in the late pick, the 28th pick, to Carolina for the 6th pick.
And you get?
Then we'll get
Garrett Wilson.
No, get Williams there. Lock him in because to me he's the sure thing, bro.
That's
Like
so
he was,
high. He's 19 overall. You're going up to 6 to get him?
bro. We have pick 22 also.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. If you went up that high, you got to draft like Garrett Wilson or who else makes sense
Nope.
for your team? Hold on, who else makes sense for your?
Bro, they're playing
No,
soft boy coverage
no.
in the fucking Big Ten.
You
I
guys
don't want either one of those receivers.
stop. You're gonna get Drake London. That's exactly what it is. Just a big man. Yeah.
Bro, get Cali boy, fucking
Yeah.
US.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hey, A-Raj, you did so well because you came from California, so we got you another one.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
Jameson Williams, bro.
God
He is
damn.
the out of the box, ready to go. Like, besides his injury, he's the most NFL ready.
Nate, you ready for my nightmare scenario as a Bears fan?
Don't
Running
speak
back.
into existence, but yeah, let's hear it.
The Bears traded into the first round, like already. As soon as I hear that, like, God damn it! Like, you know, you gave up like fucking 5 picks. Like, it's already like my nightmare. Like, that's what I want to watch the whole first round just to know they didn't trade up again. Because after this, we're back into the first round, and after this first round draft class, like, I honestly wouldn't mind skipping it because we have a high second and we have 2 seconds. I'm cool with it. Completely cool with it. Stay out of it. Stay out
Y'all
of
have
the.
2 seconds this year?
Yeah, we got one from
Y'all can give up both of those for the first round pick.
No, I wouldn't want to give up a
Late first round?
There's no one that like it's the only one that, you know what? No
No,
bullshit.
but I'm saying that's why it's realistic because like I could see the Bears doing that just to say they
You know who they'd
got a
get?
first round pick.
No bullshit. If they honestly did that, they'd get one of the 2 Ohio State receivers because they both said they want to play with Justin Fields. One of the 2.
Well, they're
like,
not going to get a high enough.
I know. Like the
to
highest
get
one they could
that.
get is Olave, and Olave's overall at 17. So like I'm gonna say they trade up to 15. And I'm not saying they're gonna do it, but like if you trade to a team that already has 2 first rounders, then yeah, I can see that happening. But I don't see it happening. That's why it's like my nightmare scenario is them trade up because I know they're giving up more than just 2 second-round picks. I know it. It's 2 second-round picks in the first next year or some bullshit because they'll be like, yeah, Olave's that guy. Like, and now we're ready for the playoffs. Like, bitch, you are nowhere near playoff ready. Stop it. That's why. So, yeah. All right, what else you guys got before we close this sucker out? Nate, you got anything on your mind there or on your keister? You want to lit off the chest?
I got nothing. I'm ready for this fight on Saturday. It'll be fun. Other than that, man, I'm ready for hockey playoffs to start. I'm tired of watching hockey games that don't fucking matter.
True.
It's a weird season. They started late because of all this COVID, you know. So late playoffs, we should like be started already. So yeah, I'm just ready for hockey. There's nothing better than hockey playoffs. So. And I'll argue that against any sport out there. Any playoffs against hockey playoffs. There's nothing like it.
As you said that, I've just seen Jason Hayward strike out. So awesome.
That's like pretty normal.
Yeah. I have one last thing I wanted to bring up before we get out of here. Shout out to Nathan's boys out there in D-Town. They just fired their Zamboni driver, and now he's suing the Red Wings for he got fired for peeing in a drain. So shout out.
Allison Botka has been like a part of the Red Wings organization for like forever, like 25 years, 30 years now. So there's got to be more to it than that. It's weird. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but
he's been taking off all the octopuses off the ice for that long, and now you fire him for pissing in a drain.
Can a man pee in a drain?
Yeah, come on. I mean, look what all he's done for you. Look at all the shit he's picked up off the ground. What are we doing here?
Fucking, he's been a part of the organization forever. It's sad. It's like didn't make any sense to begin with. It still doesn't make any sense. So if that's why I got fired. There's got to be something more to it. Someone's a rat, though.
Did you mention that the drain was at a playground?
Wait, shut up. Was it?
No, you fuck.
Darren just pulls up the article, skims right to playground. It was at a playground.
It's Chuck E. Cheese.
Nate's over here defending guy.
Yeah.
Adam puts in the chat, it's a drain. Where else is a pee supposed to go?
Yeah, duh.
Duh.
Fucking idiots.
Oh,
Holy shit.
All right.
A sink drain.
It was a sync. It was 3 a.m. No one was in the building. What the fuck? That's it. That's it for the pod this week. Next week, we're figuring out how we're gonna do it. We don't really want to draft. We really don't want to do the drafts or be on draft night on Thursday. We know we can't do it Friday. Stay tuned. We're probably gonna do a quick one before the draft. We're thinking like a quick episode right before the first round draft next Thursday. And boys, what do you think so far? That's the census, at least right now.
Yeah,
We'll do
yeah,
like
I'm
a-
down for anything.
Like
That's
a
fine.
25-minute, 30-minute episode at most. We'll have a hard out.
Definitely. Yeah.
So, D, you good with that schedule-wise, or we still got to think about it?
Yeah, bro, that's good with me.
All right. As far as I know right now, I should be good. But if something comes up, I mean, we're gonna find out. But
Figure it out.
thank you everyone for watching the Dirty Parlay. Thank you to Adam in the chat. We appreciate you. I know Higgins said ahead of time he's gonna watch this after. Dalton said he's gonna check this out after. For all of you guys checking this out after, we appreciate you. This is gonna go on YouTube. Be at the Dirty Parlay. YouTube channel is gonna start being up and rolling with our podcast. You're not gonna be able to see the chat in there, but you're still gonna be able to see us talking to the chat. So. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thanks for everyone hanging out. Good luck on your mock drafts. Good luck for your team drafting players. And remember, if you're a Packers fan, shout out to your new quarterback you're getting in the first round this year. So
Yeah, may all your nightmare situations come true.
that's the way it goes when you're hoping for the best in NFL nights. So have a great night. We'll see you guys next week at some point, but we'll see you guys then. Peace.